Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Claire Moretti. I haven't posted on here in a long time, but if you're here, it's all things fitness, girly, glamour, and I used to introduce it by saying it's Claire Moretti, Playboy model, but maybe I could still say that, I don't know. Anyway, welcome, I'm glad you're here. I'm excited to be here. I thought I'd talk about my bodybuilding journey, which has been like the last 3 or 4 years. So let's start at the beginning. So about 3 or 4 years ago, I decided that I think I needed a bit of a lifestyle change, and like my old job just had a lot of socializing, and so there I was drinking a little bit more, and I was just kind of like feeling a bit rough about it, and I felt like I just needed a bit of like a lifestyle change. So I decided randomly one day in the car that I was going to do a bodybuilding comp, and I'd never even really been to the gym before. Now, I don't recommend that you do it this way. And to be fair, I did actually have a good friend of mine who had done a bodybuilding comp before. So I did have a little bit of understanding about the commitment level that's involved, because when I tell you, it's not just about like, you know, not eating for 3 days and getting up on a stage. It's a real dedication process. So you need to build a good base of muscle first. And when I started, I was like pretty much like just skinny, like skinny fat, but just skinny. And then I needed to build muscle, and so what I didn't realize, I was like, hey, went to my coach that I found at the time, and I was like, I want to do a comp, can we do one in like the next 3 months? And she was like, no, you can't. You need to build some muscle first. So I built for about a year first of muscle, hit the gym, I learned how to train, and I just started to really love the process, because it was like, I don't know, I'm a bit of like a shy person, not on camera sometimes, but I'm generally pretty shy. So going to the gym for me with just like my headphones and just like kind of chilling out and getting better and better at something on my own is something I actually really enjoy. And so I started to get really into the process of it. And then I did my first comp. So, well, actually what happened is I had planned to do my first comp with a federation called WBFF. At the time, it was like World Beauty Glamour. I can't remember exactly what it stands for, but it's that kind of vibe. And I was super excited. And then like about 4 weeks, I think, before the show, or like not that long before that show that I've been planning for like a year, my coach said to me, hey, do you just want to do like this little show, completely different, but a bodybuilding show, last minute, jump up on the stage and do that one as practice. Now, I was like, yeah, okay, if you think that's a good idea, let's just do it. But I do not advise this for anyone in the future. If you have a long-term plan of something, stick to that one first, because each show, each federation has its like own set of posing and I guess its own kind of culture. And so to drop and just suddenly change that last minute wasn't a good idea for me. And I didn't feel like I got enough preparation to get up on the stage with the posing, and I just honestly felt like I didn't bring my best. I placed okay, like I placed first in one, I think I got a second as well, and then a few thirds and then whatever. But I came home and I cried, and my partner was just like, what is wrong? Like, you did well for your first comp. And I was like, I just felt like I could have done better. And I did. I really felt like I wasn't prepared. I wasn't told a few things about certain posing, pieces of the posing. And anyway, I felt underprepared and I felt like I could have done better. So I decided to change it up. I really wanted to keep competing. I really wanted to do like the WBFF show. And so I got a coach, a new coach, who like had a lot of girls that had done really well in this federation of WBFF. So someone that's their speciality, someone I could also go and see in person, because I like learn better through like doing things. So just having someone that's solely online probably isn't the best for me, or wasn't back then when I was so new. And so anyway, I just felt like in that next 6 months, I made so much progress with that guidance. And then I came back and did my next show, and you know, I still had a lot to improve on as far as, especially like stage presence. It's weird, like in front of a camera when I do like modeling or photo shoots and stuff, or even just talking to a camera like now, I can feel like quite comfortable. But when you put me in front of a big group of people and like standing up against other people that I don't know, I'm like, I just like deer in the headlights, panic. And so I need to work on that, and I've been working really hard on my posing actually, even for this next one. So my second show, anyway, WBFF, I'll put up little pictures for you so you can see. Really proud of it. I came fourth in my category, but I still obviously felt like there was room to improve. My physique was like so much better and my posing was a lot better, but still my confidence on stage was a bit like, so anyway, that's okay. So at the moment, I've had 2 years off and I'm working towards doing another show, which is actually in September this year. And I'm hoping to blog a little bit, about a little bit more about it. If for people who are interested, because I don't know, I used to love watching the vlogs of other competitors and just finding out a little bit about the process, because it is like quite glamorous, but there's also like this real like hard dedication behind it. And I think it's just kind of cool to see that. And I don't know, also like you get so proud about the effort you've put in. I mean, if you look at the transformation from my body in the beginning to now, it's just like changed so much. And also at that time, like you just completely change the way you think about food and exercise. And I think, you know, especially as girls growing up, like, I don't know, when I was in my teens, I just wanted to be thin. Like, I just wanted to be so thin. I wanted to have a flat stomach. And I wasn't naturally like super thin or anything. I was just like pretty just a normal girl. I probably ate a little bit too much. I was just kind of just very like normal. And I became obsessed with being skinny. And so like I'd go on these yo-yo diets and just yo-yo, like barely eat anything. And then I'd try this like, you know, keto diet. I'd try this other thing. And I am plant-based, but that's like more ethical choices, less like crash diety choices. And anyway, like what I learned through the bodybuilding and like just preparing for these comps is just like a really much more balanced, educated way of looking at food, which I find so good and just like a breath of fresh air, because it's all scientific. So you're, instead of like obsessing, like I'm going to starve because I've got this crazy photo shoot on, I'm going to starve for 2 days to look good. It's about balanced eating. It's like, you know, if I need to lose a little bit of weight, I'll just gradually cut back my calories and increase my exercise. If I want to gain a little bit of weight and build muscle, I will increase. And it's just so much more scientific and balanced and factual that it takes a lot of the emotion out. And so for those girls who are emotional eaters, like I would have been, and like, yeah, let's be real, like a lot of people are, taking that more like scientific kind of balanced approach just really kind of took all that emotional stuff out of the way, and I was able to look and feel about food in such a different way, which I found really beneficial. So yeah, a little bit of a spiel there. But yeah, I love it and I love the process, and that's kind of where I'm at the moment. And if you would like to see more about this, let me know in the comments below. But also if you'd like to see videos about anything else, let me know in the comments below, because I'm here for it. Anyway, have the best day. Talk to you later.